Hello, Sofa Squad. It's me, Paul, with reporting live from my sofa. How's everybody doing today? I'm recording this. It's on Tuesday. Before we get started, don't forget to look down there in the description, down there in the pinned comment. You're going to see a link to my new Facebook group and Facebook page, as well as other fun stuff down there. If you're listening to the podcast on Apple, don't forget to drop us a little review there to let us know what kind of stuff you want to hear over there. Now, let's get into this video. So, today, Matt sent me this article and I was like, what? And so I shared it to the Facebook group, but I just want to come and talk about it for a minute because this is going to be going on. It's an awful sounding case. There's still a lot of stuff that's unknown about it, but we're going to be discussing today the case of Kelly Turner. And she is essentially what I'm going to call another Dee Dee Blanchard, except this time, unfortunately, the daughter did not make it. Now, luckily, she was caught in time to save the other daughter. So let's go ahead and just discuss what we do know about this case. And without further ado, let's review! Okay, like I said, her name is Kelly Turner, and she has been indicted on 13 charges. Now, these range from murder to child abuse to charitable fraud. I mean, you name it. Now, on the charitable fraud, just those things alone, she defrauded the Medicaid system of over $500,000, a GoFundMe account for more than 20 grand, Make-A-Wish Foundation for over 10 grand, and they're hitting her for ripping the cemetery off, the funeral home. I mean, you name it. Now, all of these charges are in relation to the death of her daughter, Olivia. Now, Olivia died in August of 2017, and she, during this whole process, you know, as we kind of saw with like the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case, Olivia had a bucket list of things she wanted to do. One of those was like helping policemen and firefighters, and so she gained a lot of media attention by doing this back in 2017. Let's take a second and look at how Kelly got caught. Now, she had another daughter, an 11-year-old. And, you know, just like we saw in Gypsy Rose and, you know, that whole case, you know, these people that are doing this type of stuff, it's like there's lie after lie after lie after lie, and that's what was going on. So in 2018, Kelly got caught in another lie with another doctor, and she had told this doctor that her other daughter had been treated for childhood cancer. So this doctor, thank God, it came to light that, you know, they were like, no, she never had childhood cancer. And they started looking into this, and all the signs were there. And so, you know, it all started adding up. And so, obviously from this, you can say, well, we're going to do an investigation, but also she has a younger daughter who's died. And that's when basically everything started to, you know, unravel. Now, an autopsy was performed on Olivia's remains. They exhumed her from the grave, did the autopsy, and that's when they basically were just like, look, what they're saying the final cause of death was, and, you know, all these conditions that the mother said that this child had, nothing's adding up to that. Now, the cause of death was originally intestinal failure, but like I said, that didn't add up with what they were now seeing through the autopsy. Now, on the GoFundMe page that Kelly had created, she had cited like numerous diseases. I mean, you know, autism, seizures, I mean, on and on and on and on. Again, just like Dee Dee Blanchard had done. Now, the name of the disease that Kelly went with for Olivia, and I'm going to have to read it because it is like a whole bunch of letters together, is another one where it's like there's no cure. It's something that's kind of like, you know, you're like, what? Is that a real thing? And I think that's one thing that these people do is they go and they find this very obscure disease that people really haven't heard of, because if you're selling this lie to the public and whatnot, it helps for the public to not really know a whole bunch about what lie you are selling. Okay, so the name of the disease is neurogastrointestinal encephalomyopathy. Something like that. So it's a complicated word and it sounds like a complicated disease, but essentially what it means is that your body shuts down one organ at a time. Now, somehow Kelly got the doctor, decided to do a DNR, do not resuscitate, for Olivia, and requested to have the medical care removed, basically the feeding tube that was feeding her nutrition, that removed. And you just have to wonder at a certain point, like, how do these people, and I keep saying these people, I'm talking about, you know, people that are doing this to their children, how do they get away with this? Well, we're going to talk about that. So first things first, a lot of the doctors in this case were like, look, had to rely on the mother for all the medical history. But then also as they started doing the investigation and indictments and stuff like this, numerous doctors were coming forward and they're like, look, we never diagnosed this child with all the stuff that was on that GoFundMe page. And the child didn't have this, they didn't have that. And in fact, one doctor came forward and was like, look, I tried getting the mother to take the child off of the medication that she was giving her for seizures, and point blank told her, your child doesn't have seizures, and this medication is going to cause severe damage to your child if you keep giving it to her. But she refused. So all of this information is coming out. Remember, now this is kind of currently going on, so more and more information is going to come forward. Now, she was arrested on October 18th, just a few days ago. Now, she is based in Denver, again, Colorado. I don't know what's up with that place, y'all, but be careful. So she was staying out of like a Denver area hotel. They came and arrested her. She's being held without bond, thank God. She's being held at the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Now, the actual cause of Olivia's death is still not known right now. So, because that's a huge question that I have is, well, then how did she die? What did the mother do? Because my fear is, I'm like, okay, she took this child off of all this care and then took her home and killed her or starved her or something horrible. So that's all I have right now. Again, if you want to Google it and look up some other information and go a little bit deeper, whatever, I invite you to. Again, look up Kelly Turner. It'll come right up. Again, we're going to be following this at the Sofa Squad, and hopefully we will be seeing justice prevail for Olivia. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to sign up for the Facebook group. Tonight, I don't know when y'all are going to see this video, but tonight, Tuesday, I'm going to be going on and making a haunted gingerbread house, trying the new Starbucks Frappuccino, and talking about some of these cases with y'all. So be sure and sign up so you can come hang out with me over there. And that's it. Don't forget, if you're listening to the Apple Podcast, drop us a review. Let us know the cases you want to hear about. I appreciate it, Sofa Squad, and I will talk to you soon.